Let's get to one other game here on the docket, and that's another interesting team that we just all lock in as an elite team, and I still think they are. That's the San Francisco 49ers. But very Bills-like all of a sudden. They've lost 3 in a row. So all of a sudden they start off 5-0, and you go, my goodness, this is the best team in the NFC. Boom, boom, boom. 3 straight losses. Now they're going to take on the Jags, and the Jaguars look like a team that was trying to find their identity. They go over to England, get a couple wins, and they haven't lost since. And now the Jags are ripping off wins, and they're 6-2. So this number hasn't changed. Again, this is in Duval, 2.5 for the Niners, and no change as of today. Jags coming off that bye. What do you make of the Niners? Both teams got a little bit of rest. And maybe it was good for one. I don't know if it's good for the other.
Yeah, we're starting to, it is mostly 2.5. We got some weak 3s out there, and what I mean by that, juice to the underdog. So Jacksonville like +3 minus $1.20. With San Francisco here, I think what we've seen, number one, Brock Purdy, has regressed a little bit. I don't think that means, he's all of a sudden turned into a pumpkin permanently.
Right.
But we've seen a little regression, and one of the reasons we've seen it is because there are two key injuries on this team. Deebo Samuel, of course, being out with the shoulder, and Trent Williams.
Biggest one.
All of a sudden, when Trent Williams is not healthy, that offensive line is very ordinary, and that's what we talked about over the summer with the San Francisco 49ers. This offensive line, very, very inexperienced. Mike McGlinchey, not there anymore. So all of a sudden, you've got this 49er offensive line that having a little bit trouble protecting, having a little bit of trouble opening holes. So as key as CMC as Christian McCaffrey is, it's really, from a skill position perspective, Deebo. Because what he gives you in terms of moving the chains, what he can give you in the running game, even though they're not really running him a lot this year because they have McCaffrey to take that heavy
blocking.
load.
The physicality of a Deebo and a Trent Williams combined, you lose that physicality from the wide receiver spot in your left tackle, everything changes. Their whole offense completely changes. I think it's a very astute observation. That's the identity of the football team is physicality. And without Deebo on the edge, whether it's as a ball carrier, receiver, or blocker, and Trent Williams, you lose all that physicality.
You absolutely do. Now, in terms of where I think that this is going to go for the bet, I think when you see 3, you're going to get buyback on Jacksonville because this is a team that has now won 5 in a row. And when you look at it, I don't think Jacksonville's been great, Dave.
No.
I really don't. I think, 8th in total DVOA, 12th on offense, and I believe 4th on defense, which is the real surprise because this is a secondary that you can throw on.
Yep.
They're tough as hell to run on. They're one of the best in the league up there in the middle on the D line. But this is a team that, they're the hot team right now, and they've won 5 in a row. So I think you're going to get bets on them. You've got a San Francisco team that has lost 3 in a row, that is 1-3 against the number on the road. So I don't know if this is buy low on 49ers. That would be my first instinct, to be honest with you. But I got to see that injury report because this is a different team, like we were saying, without Deebo and especially without Trent Williams.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If it hits 3, I might look at the Jacksonville side. But if it stays under, it feels like at least the value is going to be there from the Niners.
This will be a big teaser candidate, a big Stanford Wallen teaser. And what that is teasing up through the 3 and the 7 or down through the 3 and the 7. So in this case, teasing an underdog up to about 8.5.
I will absolutely be on that side for sure with Jacksonville in a teaser play. That is certain.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.